I'm Stephen Kenwright. I'm Strategy Director at Ride Shotgun, which encompasses both brand planning but also digital activation side of things as well. That's really kind of coming up with the initial insights that become ideas and then ultimately getting them out there so that people see them and people engage. That's a long question. So background, I started out in-house, or rather like an in-house agency as a copywriter, and spent most of my career, or the early part of my career, in search particularly. So I moved in from a copy point of view and then ultimately started working on site and as a strategist there. And really loved that. Actually, it was great. And the agency I worked for got acquired, and I took a role across the whole of the digital part of St. Ives Group as it was then, working on search. And then ultimately, as that merged and became what is now a digital transformation consultancy, Kin & Carter started doing consulting as well. And then I went in-house for a while, so I headed up everything digital at Pendragon PLC, which was Stratstone, Evans Howshaw car store. That was looking across search, but also web product, web design and development, and some other stuff as well. And then I started my own agency, Rise at 7, 2019, which grew really quickly. And after 3 years, I sold my stake in the business and spent some time as a stay-at-home dad, and then really fortunate to be able to choose where I wanted to come and work. And no brainer, I chose here. I chose to work at Ride Shotgun because the way that my industries in search particularly have been going for a long time, it's been very much about brand. And Google search engines generally favor brands and always have, right? They want to provide a good result for a user, and when a searcher is actually entering a search query, they want to be able to show a website that you can trust, that they know is going to provide a good experience to those searchers. And the way that SEO, the way that search has been done for a really long time, it's very difficult to actually influence that brand at all. So it's not possible to actually provide the result that Google really wants to show through traditional SEO methods, right? So the reason that Ride Shotgun felt to me like a really good opportunity is because we have that influence on brand. We're working with big brands, and we're able to amplify and activate those brands in a way that actually makes perfect sense for joining search into the journey that's already happening for those brands. So not only that kind of brand piece, but also the kind of content production capabilities that we have means that I don't have to just think about Google. I'm not just thinking about text search. I'm able to think about how's this going to be on Pinterest, how's this going to be on TikTok, and how is this going to exist on YouTube, which are all big search engines in their own right as well. So it's that ability to actually influence every stage of the search journey that I think is pretty unique, right? It's not everywhere that you can do this. I have a master's degree in Shakespeare and Renaissance literature. Cheese. It depends where I am. If I'm at home, a Manhattan, because I can make that, right? I don't think you should go to a bar and order something that you could have made yourself. So I'm terrible at making old fashions. I'm a big fan of an old fashioned. If you go to a bar and they make a proper one, then that's my go-to. Parks and recreation. Ode to Joy, Beethoven. Yeah.